Hello, this is Valerie Aiello, and you're listening to IdeaDiary. Welcome back, and thanks for coming and hanging out. And I'm still traveling, so I'm here. I was rewriting emails today, and I have this like random piece of paper of notes that I know I've said it before in an episode, so I don't know if I'm repeating myself and it's annoying, or nobody watched any of the other episodes, so it doesn't really matter if I'm repeating stuff. But repetition is really great for learning, so I figure I want to throw away this piece of paper, so I'm just gonna talk about it again. The two ways that you can sell something: you either need to build an audience and sell to them, or you need to have a product that you can sell in 15 seconds or less. So whatever the description of it, commercial, a radio ad, a regular video commercial type of ad, a quick conversation, a photo, whatever it is, you have to be able to sell that product in 15 seconds or less, or have build an audience to sell something to. And supposedly, I don't know if it's true, but you really only need 1,000 kind of super fans to be able to have a business and create a living wage selling products, whatever it is that you want to sell. If you're a musician, if you're a comedian, if you're a whatever it is, a painter, if you have 1,000 super fans that are like really into you and really connect with you and really like what you're doing, then you pretty much can build a living wage career. That doesn't mean you're going to be super famous or something like that, but you can take any sort of creative product and make a business out of it. You don't need 100,000 YouTube subscribers or on the New York Times bestseller list. You don't need any of that. You just need a small group of people by building an audience somehow. Okay, so when it comes to the two ways to sell something, so building an audience is free for the most part. I mean, you could pay for editing, or you can pay for fancy studios, and you can always make things cost money, but you can do it for free, is my point. And when you're building an audience, it's not that there's a possibility to make revenue just from using social media to build an audience. So for example, if you have a YouTube channel, you can collect YouTube ads. If you have a podcast, you can collect podcast ads. If you are a writer and you're on Medium, you can collect Medium revenue. And with those three things combined, that's a really great way to show off who you are and what you're doing and try to connect with people to build an audience. And it all takes time. So you got to decide, is it more valuable to lose time, or is it more valuable to lose money? So I'm still at the stage where it's more valuable to lose time, but I could look back on that and think, I wish I didn't waste time. I wish I just invested in ads all over the place. But for my mentality right now, I don't see the point in ads, but that could be the wrong approach. But I'm just going with what I know and where I am, and I'm going on that. So when you do buy ads, pretty much it either works or it doesn't. And if it doesn't work, then that's money. There's no way to recoup any of that. Whereas I feel like if you decide to build an audience instead of buying ads, there are chances to recoup, and there is some value to get out of the work that you've put into it. That was the main thing on this piece of paper, so that I get to throw away. And I just wanted to double, triple, quadruple, I just wanted to like hammer the nail down, and just remind you guys that you could work on social media, say like on Facebook or Instagram, every day for the rest of your life and still get nothing out of it, my suggestion and my point of view right now is you should not even bother with social media unless you can monetize it. My 3 examples are YouTube, podcasting with Anchor, or just podcast. Anchor is one way you could podcast and collect ad revenue just out the gate. But so YouTube, creating YouTube ads, which takes some time to build up to getting to the point where you can get ads from YouTube. Sorry, I keep restarting this list and interrupting myself. That's weird. Okay, one more time. Okay, YouTube by collecting ads, ad revenue. Podcast by collecting podcast ad revenue. And Medium by writing articles and collecting Medium revenue from Medium users. I feel like if you add those 3 things to your business and to your personal brand, and even if you don't know what you're gonna do, but quit posting content for free on Facebook and Instagram, thinking that dangling carrot of this is free advertisement is there, because it's not there. Like it's over. In my opinion, not that Instagram and Facebook don't exist anymore. I just think if you're a creative business owner or any business owner, I feel like that might be the old way of doing things and where you have shifted into something new. And I think monetizing your social media is what you should focus on and what you should do. You know, a lot of, Joe Rogan's got $100 million contract with Spotify just to exclusively air his podcast there for, I don't know how long it's going to be, but they've made their money back, I think already, and he hasn't even started airing the shows yet. So I don't know, that's what's on my mind today. Random thoughts. I just wanted to remind everybody about the 2 ways to sell something and remind people to focus on social media as long as you can monetize your social media in some way and don't give content for free anymore. It was good while it lasted, but we're on to something new. And the something new means making more money, which is very exciting. So I know the world's ending and the apocalypse is happening, but there is money to be made. The Great Depression lasted 10 years, and supposedly, this is what I hear, 1/3 of the people lived like what you saw in the photos, sitting in the dirt, the bread lines and all of that. 1/3 of the people just kept their head above water, but it was rough. And 1/3 of the people made a lot of money. And in that 10-year period, more millionaires were made than in any other time period, which I feel like is what's happening today. There's definitely money to be made. We just have to reinvent ourselves and do things a little bit differently and see what happens, because there are tons and tons of possibilities to be awesome, and with less effort, you don't have to work hard to make money. Like, I know that seems weird, but you can't have a relaxing company. There's a woman, I can't remember her name right now, but she does money mindset coaching, and I've only watched her YouTube videos and stuff like that. But she always talks about how she's kind of lazy. She doesn't even wash her own hair. She goes to get blowouts, and then that's just one of her things that she does. But she talks about that because she wants to emphasize on how lazy she is, and she doesn't like dressing up. She likes, she likes her fancy home and her beach lifestyle in Australia and stuff like that. But she's a money mindset coach, and she's very into being a chillprenuer. That's her book. That's one of her books. She has several books, I guess, but her, the latest book was called Chillprenuer. And I don't know why I'm not thinking of her name right now, but I'll put her name in the comments section. It's kind of, if I had my old setup with my laptop and everything, I could just look it up real quick and say it right here in the video, but unfortunately I can't, so it'll be in the description below. I guess I'm bad with names. I never realized that, but I think it's when the camera's on and it's recording, there's like certain synapses are not snapping, and I guess that's just how it is. So I guess this is another short episode for the travel idea diary, but we're going with the flow on that, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And I still don't know how to end the show, so I'm just going to play the music.